Okay, I think it's working. Good morning, Shadow Twerkers. It is Thais Simone, and I'm back with another daily video. Today is February 9th, 2022. So, yeah, let's get into it. Thank you, Spirit, for connecting me with myself and for connecting me to the collective. Why is this window making noise? I don't know about this window. Good morning, welcome to live. Because I know. Yeah. Good morning, honey. Yeah. So, thank you for connecting me with myself and to the collective. Thank you for all this abundance. Thank you for everything that we have and that we don't have. Because, rejection is protection or whatever. And yeah, let's get started. So, I had some technical difficulties in the past setting this up. So, I'm in a different location. I kind of like using this island though, so I don't know. We don't see, because my phone kept reconnecting for the last 10 minutes. So, yeah, like that. Let's see. Oh my God, already. Dang. Okay, we have not my type. Can you even see this? I think so. I hope so. Not my type. Oh no. Oh man. Okay. Oh God. Okay, so we have 4 cards today. Jealousy at the bottom of the deck. We have not my type. Forget your ex. Ill. Let me show you. Forget your ex. Ill. We have all time with the clock with the muscles. Okay. And then we have hostile workplace, terrible boss. So those two came out together, and then not my type and forget your ex came out. So it may be multiple messages. They may be connected. We gonna find out. All right, February 9th, 2022. February 9th, 2022. Collective messages for our highest good. Our general messages for February 9th, 2022. Oh. We have show the world the real you. Let me put these in order so I can. Yeah. I have show the world the real you, not my type, forget your ex, all time, hostile workplace, terrible boss. So I feel like you may be in a situation, or hold up, nothing is set in stone for forget your ex. For not my type, show the world the real you. Then we have prosperity lies ahead and surrender to the divine. For all time and hostile workplace, terrible boss. Work through your fears at the bottom of the deck. Okay. Not my type. I feel like either a workplace is not your type, or a person at your workplace is not your type. Like maybe your boss is not your type. Maybe you work with your ex and they're at your job and that shit is not your type. It could really be anything, but let's see. Forget your ex all time. Or maybe you're kind of like dwelling on your ex, or thinking about them, or they're thinking about you, because that's how energy works. Hostile workplace, maybe it's affecting your work. Not my type. We have the 7 of Swords reversed for not my type. So I feel like someone may have been deceiving you, or tricking you, or manipulating you, or slowing you down to some regard with the 8 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. The 7 of Swords deals with treachery deception, thievery, just overall, just like sabotage. We'll just say that, just overall sabotage, right? So with this being under show the world the real you and not my type, I feel like this is also Aquarius energy, and this moon is full moon in Aquarius. So I feel like you were deceiving yourself, or you could have been, I'm too close. You could have been in a situation where you were deceiving yourself. And because you deceived yourself, or you tried to be this person that you thought that people wanted you to be, you started attracting people that weren't your type. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I feel about that. And then this forget your ex, nothing is set in stone. Okay, boom. The Hermit. So forget your ex, nothing is set in stone. I feel like because you were deceiving yourself, or you had the tendency to self-deceive or to self-sabotage or to self-destruct almost, I feel like there was a need for contemplation, or the Hermit, for you to go inside yourself, for you to understand and release certain things, and to understand why certain things happen, so that moving forward, you know, you can change those situations, or, you know, make them work in your favor. So we have the Hermit for forget your ex. And I also feel like maybe you haven't contacted them in a long time, but you may still be thinking about them with the Hermit. Like, because the Hermit is in isolation and solitude, but he's doing heavy contemplation. So I feel like either you or your ex has been heavily contemplating you or the situation or what happened, and then it may be kind of dredging that up within you, or vice versa. We have the Eight of Swords for all time and prosperity lies ahead. So yeah, I do feel like with the Seven and the Eight of Swords, and then the Hermit, there's definitely been a lot of thinking that's been going on. Like a lot of self-deceptive thinking, because in this depiction she's blinded. And not only is she blinded, but she's tied to whatever the fuck this is. She's tied to a tree. But she can get out of this, like all of it. She could take her blindfolds off. She could take these loose ass fucking straps from around her and just get down from the tree. But she's so stuck in her mind. She's so stuck on the thought of being stuck that she believes that she is stuck. So I feel like with that being in prosperity lies ahead, I feel like, and forget your ex, I feel like you could be in a situation where you're blocking things from yourself. Oh dang, eight of wands again at the bottom. I feel like you may be blocking things for yourself and staying focused on, or believing that, you know, there's something about your ex or about your past, because the ex doesn't necessarily have to be a person. It could be an ex job, an ex friend, an ex spirituality, an ex anything. Like, it's literally something that has been cut off, no longer valid. Well, not even no longer valid, because apparently it's valid, but no longer in your life per se, to the extent that it was before. But yeah, for this prosperity, I just feel like you're not open to the possibility of being with someone else, or of opening up. I just feel like you don't want to open up with prosperity lies ahead and the Eight of Swords and all time. It makes me feel like this person, this Eight of Swords person, has been hurt or like self-deceiving themselves for so long. They almost feel like they're not worthy, or they don't want to, or it's not worth it to have like this prosperity with people, or with exes, or with anything. Like, it just, new moon in Taurus, like, I just feel like she's just like, she don't want to engage. So I feel like because it's self-deceptive, I feel like she put herself in this prison, or she put herself in this hermit mode so that she didn't have to deal with anybody or anything. That's how I feel about that card. Hostile workplace, terrible boss, surrender to the divine. we have the Three of Pentacles reversed. So for anybody in this hostile workplace or with this terrible boss, your message is surrender to the divine. And then you have the Three of Pentacles reversed. So with the Three of Pentacles reversed, this to me is the hostile workplace. So I feel like that clarifies that. And then terrible boss. Maybe your boss is talking shit about you. Maybe you, the boss, is talking shit. Or that you're like scrutinizing somebody's work, or you yourself are being scrutinized or being examined in maybe a harsh manner, or maybe these people are comparing you to their old employee with forget your ex, and you know, like they're set on this old employee's work, and that they're so set on this old employee's work that they can't see the value that you bring, or vice versa. Yeah, like in a workplace, I feel like if this is a workplace situation, I feel like you may have bosses or people that work with you that don't like you, or maybe you replace somebody, or you are being replaced with forget your ex and not my type. Like you may not fit into this workplace, or there's somebody in your workplace that doesn't fit in, and they might isolate themselves, or they might try to make themselves blend in or try to fit in to this group dynamic, but they're actually a loner, or they should be alone. And this is like a love situation. I feel like this Three of Pentacles was the relationship to some extent, and it was broken. I feel like it was broken for whatever reason. It was fucking broken. It could be broken for anything, but it was done, or it was not working. Like you weren't working together. You weren't working. I feel like you weren't working well because one person may have, I feel like somebody may have been wishy-washy, or like going back and forth with this show the world the real you, or maybe constantly changing. Constant change maybe didn't sit well with the other people in the workplace. Or there's someone who, let me see, nothing set in stone. I'm not sure. Let's get some more cards. Seven of Swords, not my type. Eight of Cups. So for this, not my type, it's something that you're walking away from. But I feel like you're walking towards, or you may be walking away from whatever this self-deceptive behavior is, or these people are walking away from whatever this self-deceptive, behavior is. But they're moving towards introspection. They're moving towards trying to figure out why this not my type was attracted. This person was attracted in the first place. Because if you, like, you shouldn't really be in a situation where something is not your type unless you don't really know what it is that you want, and you're just opening yourself up to possibilities and, you know, just flowing through them, because that's okay too, to be open to something, and then to understand that it may not be for you, and then to release it. So I feel like you may have encountered something, it wasn't your type, whether it was a person, place, thing, job, spirituality, whatever the fuck. You encountered this thing, you felt like you weren't being yourself in it, so you moved away from it. Then you started thinking about it, and you're like, okay, well, this may not have worked for me, but it has affected me in this way. So now I need to release how it has affected me, maybe negatively, or how it has made you deceive yourself to some extent, and then kind of reprogram yourself. I feel like reprogram with this Hermit and forget your ex. Like forget about whatever that experience was for you. Then we have the Strength card and the Six of Swords for forget your ex. So I feel like it's something that's taking you a lot of courage and bravery to do, or something that's taking a lot of strength for you to do, to walk away from or to move away from. But I do see you moving eventually. I feel like it took you some time, but you're getting to a point where you're contemplating moving. But it's gonna take a lot of effort on your end to get it together. but I do feel like you'll have guidance, because in both of these cards, these people have something with them, or someone or something with them, as opposed to being alone the way that they were before. For all time, we have Justice and the Magician. So yeah, I do feel like you put yourself in this situation, or you put yourself in this hermit mode in order to manifest something different, something better for yourself. Like you're trying to find justice in whatever this situation was. So whether it was this hostile workplace, or just, again, just trying something new and understanding that that something new didn't work for you, you're turning that around. You're changing that around. You're deciding what worked, what doesn't work, what you like, what you don't like, how you can implement this new whatever this is into your life or not. And then you're manifesting that for yourself. You're blinding yourself to everything, everyone else. And I feel like focusing on you and how you feel about it, and attaining your justice in the situation. And I feel like that's where the all-time card comes in, and then the prosperity lies ahead, because you're understanding what works for you and what doesn't work for you. And because you're understanding what works and what doesn't for you, you're really ultimately changing your life, because you're making decisive decisions with the Justice. Like you're making decisions to balance your life out. You're making decisions to create the life of your dreams with the Magician. So that's why prosperity lies ahead. And then hostile workplace, terrible boss, surrender to the divine. The Three of Pentacles. Let's see. We have the King of Cups reversed. So yeah, maybe you weren't getting love in a situation, or at this workplace, or from these people, or this ex or whatever wasn't your type. Maybe it didn't make you feel good, whatever it was. And maybe that was your intuitive hit for you to make these changes, or to understand that whatever this was not your type. It didn't make you feel good. You know what I'm saying? And not to say that everything is supposed to make you feel like fucking sunshine and rainbows, but we know those feelings that we get when you feel it, like in the bottom of your stomach. You may feel it in your throat. You may feel it in your head. Your ears may be ringing, where you just know that something is not right about whatever it is that you're around or that you're doing. So I feel like that's the, oh God, I feel like that's the surrender, is when you're getting those messages from the universe that whatever you're around, whatever is going down, is not for you. It's not for you. It's not making you feel good. I feel like whenever you enter these spaces, whenever you get in front of these people, whenever you get into this workplace, or this, it doesn't even have to be a workplace. Whenever you get into this space, it doesn't make you feel good. And because it doesn't make you feel good, you should leave. Let me see. I definitely released negative thought patterns and bad work habits. Those past patterns didn't work for me and fucked up my life, but I am fixing what I messed up no matter what. Yeah, I feel you. Same. Same. For me personally, it's definitely finding things that work and don't work and trying to balance them out. Let's see. What are we doing on time? All right, yeah. No, we already pulled a lot of cards. I'll pull one more card for each column, and then we'll call this a day. Just to see if we get, matter of fact, let's pull advice. Let's pull advice. Okay. Spirit, do we have any advice? These situations, these cards, this reading, this spread. Advice. I kind of want to do pick a card readings one day. And get some crystals, y'all. Some cute little crystals, and we'll do some pick a cards. Because I was trying to think of other things that we can do. And I thought those were cute and cool and timeless. So we can check those out for a little spiel. Let's see, not my type. Not my type. We got the Two of Pentacles reversed. So yeah, I do feel like it's decisions that you've had to make. and deciding what works for you, what doesn't work for you, and how you can show the world the real you, excuse me. Like how you can release these self-deceptive, self-sabotaging ideas, habits, and just things, period, and be you. So definitely be decisive. Six of Pentacles for forget your ex, and Three of Cups. Wow. So I feel like with nothing is set in stone and forget your ex, I feel like I feel like with these two, it makes me feel like anything is possible. So like if you're one of those people that wants to go back to your ex, it's possible with this Three of Cups. If you're one of those people that's ready to move on with this Hermit, the Strength, and the Six of Swords, because the Six of Swords is reversed, so it's like you could really go either way. But for those of you that are looking for even exchange or looking for something that's more sustainable for you, it's open, it's available. Like literally, I feel like anything you want is available to you. You just have to really meditate on it. You have to really contemplate it and really call it into your life. And that's why nothing is set in stone. But it's going to take a lot of strength and courage to move forward. I'm going to just be blunt. It takes a lot of strength and courage to move forward and to forget your ex and to venture back into the unknown than it will be for you to go back to your ex or to go back to something that hurt you or didn't make you feel good. You know what I'm saying? So you wanna think about that when you're dealing with something that doesn't work for you, period. Let's see, all time, let me speed this up. All time, I don't know. All time. Yikes. The Ten of Wands. For all time, and then prosperity lies ahead. So this just makes me feel like it's a lot of work. That's all I'm really getting, is that it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work to like mentally put yourself in this prison. It's a lot of work to mentally get yourself out of this prison. It's a lot of work to start manifesting and to start calling things into existence and to start having things work in your favor. Like it's gonna take some work. So don't think that just because you've decided that's all you have to do. The decision to me is like the first step. Okay, you took the first step, you've made a choice. You're choosing, between whether or not you want to move forward or you want to move back. And now you're in a situation where it's time to manifest. It's time to put in that work. And then hostile workplace, terrible boss. It may be a home situation, or it may be like a building, like just with the Four of Wands, or it may be around family or around people that are close to you, whether you're like work family, actual family, maybe a circle of friends. Let me see. Pausing, recreating yourself, meditating, and putting in the necessary work to fix something and balance it out takes a lot of strength and courage as well. I agree. I certainly do. So yeah, it could be anywhere, but make sure you're in tune with whatever makes you feel good about these spaces that you enter. Like really pay attention to yourself and focus on your breathing and focus on the things that you're thinking. And then Page of Cups at the bottom. So I feel like you're being watched. I always feel like you're being watched with this card. Like you're being watched by children. You're being watched by people that are younger than you. Like you're an example. So whatever you decide, just know that you're setting an example for whoever is younger than you, whoever's watching you. And a lot of times we don't even feel like, people be really watching us the way that they watch us, but they do. And they picking it up. So I'm going to just say, be the example. Be the example that you would want to see. So however that looks for you, that looks for you. But that is what I have for you today. And until next time, make sure that you like, share, and comment on this video. Subscribe to the channel. Turn on notifications so you don't miss out on any new videos. And yeah, until next time, I will see you. You are truly legendary. I love you, and I'll see you later.